we are back, and today we are going to make some Crackle nail polish pendants out of resin pieces. And I had these resin pieces left over from when I was doing some easy cast and poured it into a mold, and I had a bunch of extra resin pieces because I had extra easy cast. So not to waste it, I just put it in the mold and I'm going to use them now. And we're going to do similar to my other video where we did the Crackle nail polish on the glass stones. We're going to do it on the resin. So all of you that are having problems finding the glass stones, you can do it this way instead and they'll turn out just as nice. And the first thing you want to do is, I have a clear nail polish. It's just a clear coat, and you want to put that on first. And remember, when you're doing this with the Crackle nail polish, you're going to be working backwards. And you're only putting this on the flat side, you're not putting it on the front side at this time. So get it on there, and you want to let this dry. I'm going to do the same on the teardrop. The next thing you're going to do once that top coat has dried is you're going to take your Crackle polish. And I have black, but they have all kinds of colors. And you're just going to put it right on there. And you don't want to over brush it, but the thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks will be. And it's going to start cracking almost immediately, as you can see right on the side there. So you don't want to brush over that or you'll lose your cracks. So that's what I mean when I say don't over brush it. So we'll let that dry and then we'll come back and do the next step. Now when they're dry, and these are dry, you can see how much they've crackled. And then you're going to take whatever color you want, and I'm going to do a light blue, I think, on this one, and just put it right on there. And then let it dry. It might take an extra coat or two. I think I'll put some glitter on this one. Move that out of the way. So I'm just going to put the clear nail polish on here. And I have some tinsel glitter that I found on sale. And I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it on there. And you can go as thick or as thin as you want with it. And then I'm going to let that dry and I will put another coat on. I think on this one I'm going to go with this thick silver, or thick gold on here to kind of give it a different look. And then just let them dry. And then we'll come back, maybe I'll do another coat on that one, let this one dry, and I definitely want to put some kind of a follow-up coat on this one. Now once the nail polish is dry, on this one I'm going to put a coat of black on there just to kind of seal that red and tinsel to give it a little bit more of a solid background. Because what I did, I went over it with, I had that tinsel on there and then I went over it with like a glittery red. But it needs a little more substance, I think, in the back to kind of make it pop. And there it is, and it'll look better, so don't worry. Here is the light blue one, which looks nice, but it will look better as well. And here is the gold one. Looks good too, but again, that'll look better too when we're finished. And you do want to put a protective top coat over the back after you put your final coat of nail polish on. And what we are going to do on the top here, let me get this out of the way, kind of working on multiple projects at once. I'm taking the clear top coat and I'm going to put it right over the top. And this makes it nice and shiny. You can also do a resin top coat if you want, but this is just fine also. So I'm going to just set that aside to dry, and I'm going to do the same on the blue. And on the back, if you're worried for any reason that it's not going to be strong enough, you can also put a thin layer of resin along the back, and then you'll know that it's going to be very strong and durable. Okay, I'm going to show you how I drill a hole into one of these resin pendants. And all you need to do is have a very thin drill bit, and I'm using a rotary tool, but you could use a regular drill, that'd be fine too. And I like to drill from the front because it gives me a much cleaner edge than if I came in from the back. You have a lot of the shavings coming through. So all I do is I put it at the edge of the table, hold it down in place, fire up the drill, and clean it up, and there's a hole. You could put a wire through there, you could put a jump ring through there, and now you have a pendant that you can hang up. And the other thing you can do is you can find these jewelry bales, and you can find them online, and you can just glue those into place on the back, and then you have a pendant right away too. You don't necessarily have to drill, but I just wanted to show you a couple different options of what you can do to turn them into jewelry. So here they are all finished, and I hope you like them. Hope you give them a try. Let me get the dust off of that one. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you have any questions on this or any of my other videos, to go ahead to my website, and that's www.craftclotch.com. And I have a tab that says tutorials, and I have the directions for this and all my other crafts on there. So go ahead and check that out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting.